Hello, everyone. It is Thursday, May the 18th. This is Tammeron here on my personal wall. And I just wanted to jump live here on Facebook and ask you, did you follow along with all of these daily prompts for the past 28 days during this Mercury retrograde cycle that just ended on Mother's Day? And I included some extra time a few days before in the pre-shadow period and a few days after up until today in the post-shadow. So this is a 28-day alchemy experience that I offer every single time Mercury goes retrograde in the sky. And this happens 3 to 4 times every single year. And this time it occurred in the astrological sign of Taurus. So a lot of us have been working through a lot of issues around our core values and what has meaning for us, our finances, and what's creating a lot of stability for us. So I want to keep this video short. Again, I normally only offer this inside of my Inner Lights Academy in my community, which is here on Facebook, as a free experience to get people to really understand the power of understanding what's happening in the astrological sky, what natural remedies I'm recommending for our emotional balance, and also what little action steps we can be taking to help to keep us move us forward if we're in some form of a challenge. And I'm going to share with you that here is my outcome that actually manifested because I gave it a voice, I called it in, and I wrote down what it is that I wanted to create by the end of this experience. Because again, Mercury is about the mental body, what we call in astrology, the mental body, which is our lower mind. It's what we think, it's what we process, right? Whereas Jupiter represents the higher mind. Now, Jupiter is now moving into that same sign of Taurus. So there's a lot of coincidences that are happening between the mental mind, you know, what it is that we stand for, and the spirituality part of it. It's about living on purpose. It's about wanting to make a difference. It's about leaving a legacy. It's about what we want to be known for. And that's a very powerful question that I ask a lot of people inside of my community and when they're working with me, either in small group coaching calls or private mentorship. And so we have a new 12-week experience that is starting on Monday, May the 29th. So if you're watching this and you want to know anything else, or you have any questions or comments, send me a DM or post a comment below and I'd be happy to follow up with you, because this is who I am looking for. So if you're listening to this message, someone might come to mind for you. You might be experiencing this, or you might actually know someone that can benefit from the services that I'm offering. So, because this is what I worked on during this past 28 days when the planet Mercury was moving backwards in the sky. So it was giving me an opportunity to pull myself out of my mind, to look at the situation from a different point of view, under a different light. And because I called that in, I actually was able to go deeper into understanding who my true avatar was, because it is a reflection of some of the challenges that I've worked through in my own personal life. And now I'm here to be a leader and to support other women who are going through these challenges. So I'm going to do a genuine share. Okay, these are my notes. And I wrote this on Friday. You'll see Friday, April the 21st, when I did day 1 of Mercury retrograde. So this is my own personal journal, right? You're going to get one of these if you decide to be a member inside of my community. Okay, so this is how you enroll. You don't get a book like you used to get in school. You actually get a spiritual workbook so you can start talking to yourself, right? And this is a great way to actually process what it is you're either hearing, your intuitive information, whether you call it your guides or God or spirit or however you get your downloads, and to write stuff down. Okay. So I wrote day 1, my outcome. This is what I want to manifest by today. is to share my story and many of my stories, to step into my leadership and to give a voice to women and children. We will not be silenced anymore. Our time matters and your time matters. Meaning, if you have been in a situation and you felt completely alone, if you are in a relationship with someone, whether that was in your personal life or even in your business, and you felt you were being squashed, you're being told who you got to be and who you got to act and what you got to do in order to be in a relationship with someone, I'm telling you, that is a negative, toxic relationship. I'm going to encourage you to blossom into who you truly are. And I do that by using astrology as one of the main tools. And I interpret your astrological information from your birth chart, which was created the minute you took your first breath on this planet. You are here for a reason. You are here because you have spiritual lessons to learn, and perhaps this relationship that you've either been in or you've been repeating patterns of relationships with these types of people who could be like narcissistic, sociopaths, or even severe as a psychopath. I'm here to remind you that you can break free from all of that and to really look back on and go, wow, I've become a completely different person because of this process. I've healed, I've worked on myself, and now I am like completely different, because that's the lesson. Right? Where I believe we're all here as spiritual beings having a human experience. I'm going to say that again because it's not my quote. It's a quote by Stephen Covey. I believe we are here as spiritual beings having a human experience. And you know what that means? We're all going to mess up. Nobody's perfect. But we work through it and we process and we recover from some of these experiences to gain the knowledge and the wisdom so that our soul develops and we can move on. And that takes spiritual work. That's not going to work. This is how we process some of our negative emotions and release it from our body so that we become enlightened and more confident and a lot happier because of the process. So again, if you are listening to this live or watching, and I know you might be in this experience and you don't want it to be public, so I'm going to encourage you to send me a message that is associated with this video, whether it's a DM or my email that is associated if you're watching this on a recording. Okay. So, and to share with you, what was the outcome? Bum, 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 dun, dun. I just finished my flyers yesterday. So this is what I've been working on, again, with my business mentor and my coach. And I've created a free download for everyone. So this is going to be available next week during the near end of May, because again, we are experiencing a new moon energy tomorrow. And so into next week, around the week of the 22nd through the 26th, I will have this publicly posted on social media, going out in my newsletters and everywhere, so that if you want to learn what it is that I'm going to be teaching you and mentoring you, you can begin with a free download. So this is my flyer that I just recreated. So the download, the guidebook, is going to give you some tools and some messages from me, some quotes, and some action steps you can start taking, and to help get you out of that victim mentality that this was all your fault. It was not your fault, but there's power in it. And that's what I want to teach you. This is why I empower women. And I posted that here on my flyer. So I'm going to be dropping this flyer as I'm bouncing around through Southern Ontario, because this is where I've been the last little bit. And I'm going to help you to reclaim your life and really reclaim that self-worth, so you're not feeling so small and powerless anymore, and to be around other women just like me who can relate. They can understand your story, even though how it showed up might be different for you. The core essence or that core spiritual lesson for you is that you needed to become empowered so you can become victorious and step out of feeling like a victim. So again, I'm happy this is how Mercury helped me. And I'm sure there was an opportunity for you to process something. And again, I'm going to teach you how to connect with what's happening in the astrological sky to help make your life make a little bit more sense, because there's that saying, as above and so below. So we are human beings here, spiritual beings experiencing the human experience, right? And it's connected to astrology, which is a very profound spiritual healing science, ancient science. And I'm going to encourage you to learn a little bit more about it. You are not going to become a certified astrologer when you work with me, but you're going to learn how to just tap into what's happening up there and to pay attention to what's happening to you. So thank you if you've been watching or listening. I'm so excited. Again, we're launching on Monday, May the 29th. Today's only the 18th. So you're going to be seeing more social posts from me. Jump on my newsletter, join my community, and I look forward to meeting you soon. Cheers for now, everyone. Bye-bye. So the Mercury retrograde has ended and the new moon is happening tomorrow on the 19th in the sign of Gemini. Bye-bye, everyone.